Belief shapes your reality all the time. Live and work in the service of your belief, because that's what shapes your reality. What you believe about yourself, about your abilities, about the world around you directly influences the actions. The foundation of everything you will ever achieve lies in your belief system. You take the risks you're willing to take, and even the way you respond to challenges. Most people are unaware of how powerful their beliefs really are. They allow themselves to be shaped by what's happening around them, by the words and opinions of others, by circumstances and events outside of their control. They let those external factors define their worth, their potential, and their future. But what if I told you that your beliefs are not fixed? They are not set in stone. The beliefs that you carry today are not your identity. They are merely thoughts and patterns that you've chosen to accept. Think about it. We've all been conditioned in some way to accept limitations. From childhood, we've been told what we can and can't do. We've been told how far we can go, what we can achieve, and often we've been told we're not good enough. But these beliefs, these ideas about who you are not the truth. They are simply stories, and they can be rewritten at any moment. The real truth is this: you are capable of far more than you could ever imagine. Inside you is an untapped reservoir of strength, resilience, and untold potential. But in order to access this power, you first have to believe it exists. Belief is the starting point of all success. It's the foundation upon which everything is built. Without belief, there's no hope, no drive, no motivation to take action. But when you believe, truly believe, that you have the power to change, to grow, and to overcome anything, you start to see the world differently. You start to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You start to act with confidence, knowing that you can handle whatever life throws your way. And when you act with belief, the world will respond. The reality is that most of what we think we know about ourselves is based on old, outdated beliefs. These beliefs are limiting. They trap you in a box, keeping you small. But when you start to challenge those beliefs, when you push against the boundaries that you've unconsciously created for yourself, that's when you truly begin to tap into your power. When you start to question what you've been told about who you are and what you're capable of, you begin to unlock a new level of awareness. You begin to realize that the only true limits are the ones you place on yourself. And once you remove those limits, there's no telling what you can achieve. Think about some of the most successful people in the world. What makes them different? It's not their circumstances, their education, or their upbringing. It's their belief. They believe in themselves. They believe that no matter what the world throws at them, they have the strength to overcome it. And because of that belief, they keep going. They keep pushing forward, even when others doubt them. They keep taking action, even when things get tough. So what about you? What do you believe about yourself? Do you believe that you're capable of greatness? Do you believe that you have the power to shape your future? Or have you allowed doubts, fears, and past experiences to define what's possible for you? The truth is, your beliefs are the single most important factor in your success. They determine the direction of your life. They determine how high you'll climb and how far you'll go. So if you want to change your reality, the first step is to change your beliefs. Shift your mindset from one of limitation to one of possibility. Start believing in yourself, in your strength, and in your ability to create the life you want. Let's go. When you do that, when you truly believe that you are capable of achieving whatever you set your mind to, you will see doors open that you never thought possible. You will experience breakthroughs, not because the world suddenly changed, but because you changed. You stopped accepting the small, limiting beliefs that held you back and replaced them with powerful, empowering beliefs that propel you forward. And number 5, grow your business because you're human. The power of belief is real. It's within you right now. It's waiting for you to tap into it, to embrace it, and to let it guide you to your highest potential. So choose to believe in yourself. Choose to believe that you are stronger, more capable, and more powerful than you know. Because once you do, nothing will be able to stop you from achieving the life you deserve. Adversity is something that no one can escape. It is a part of the human experience, a force that shows up in various shapes and forms, whether it's personal loss, financial struggles, health challenges, or the inevitable setbacks and failures that come with the pursuit of any goal. It's easy to view adversity as something negative, something to avoid, or something that makes life harder. But what if I told you that adversity could actually be your greatest ally? When life gets tough, when the road ahead feels impossible to navigate, many people fall into despair, feeling defeated or hopeless. They think that the difficulty they are facing is a sign that they are weak or incapable, but that is the farthest thing from the truth. It is in those moments of struggle that your real strength is forged. You see, adversity is not just something you survive, it's something you grow from. It's the fire that burns away the weak parts of you and leaves you stronger, more resilient, and more powerful than you were before. Every time you face a challenge and push through it, you build new muscles, mental, emotional, and even physical muscles that you never had before. These are muscles that, once developed, will carry you through the rest of your life with a sense of unshakable confidence and strength. Think about it. Some of the most successful and powerful people in the world have gone through incredible adversity. They've experienced failure, loss, heartbreak, and hardship. But instead of allowing these obstacles to define them, they use them as stepping stones. They understood that adversity is not the end of the road, it's the beginning of a new path. It's a lesson, a chance to develop a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Adversity forces you to confront your limits, to face your fears head on, and to deal with the uncomfortable emotions that come with being pushed beyond what you thought was possible. It challenges your assumptions about life, about your abilities, and about what's possible. But it is in those moments of discomfort that growth occurs. When you're pushed to your limits, when you feel as though you can't take another step, that's when you're building the internal resources that will serve you for the rest of your life. Think about the last time you faced something difficult. Did it break you or did it make you stronger? In hindsight, you probably realize that the greatest lessons came from the times when life was toughest. The moments when everything seemed to be falling apart were actually the moments when you were being built back up, stronger, wiser, and more equipped to handle the next challenge that came your way. Adversity teaches you the art of resilience. Resilience is not just about bouncing back from hardship. It's about bouncing forward. It's about learning from your struggles, evolving as a person, and coming out on the other side even more capable than before. It's in the face of adversity that you learn how to stay grounded, how to maintain your focus, and how to push yourself past the point where others would give up. It also teaches you the value of persistence. Many people give up when the going gets tough. They walk away thinking that the struggle is too great, the challenge too impossible. But the true power lies in those who choose to keep going, even when things feel impossible. Persistence is the force that separates those who succeed from those who quit. It's the unwavering commitment to continue, to rise after every fall, and to keep moving forward no matter what. But the real magic of adversity is that it allows you to discover just how strong you really are. You may think you know your limits, but until you face something truly difficult, you have no idea just how capable you are. When you push yourself beyond what you thought was possible, when you face challenges that seem insurmountable, you discover a hidden well of strength that you never knew existed. This strength is not something that can be given to you by anyone else. It is something that comes from within, something that you develop on your own. And here's the thing about adversity. It never lasts forever. No storm is permanent. The challenges you face today are temporary. You may not be able to see it in the moment, but there will come a time when you look back and realize that this adversity was just a chapter in your story, not the whole story. And when you look back, you'll see how much you've grown, how much you've learned, and how far you've come. In fact, some of your greatest breakthroughs will come from the most difficult times in your life. You may look back at your struggles and realize that they were the defining moments that shaped who you are today. Without those challenges, you wouldn't be as strong, as wise, or as determined as you are now. They are the building blocks of your success, and they are what set you apart from everyone else who hasn't faced the same level of adversity. Adversity, when viewed through the right lens, is not an enemy. It is a teacher. It is a mentor. It is the forge in which your character is shaped. And as difficult as it may be in the moment, the growth you experience through adversity is priceless. It's what prepares you for the next challenge, the next opportunity, and the next level of success that's waiting for you. Comfort zones. We all have them. These are the familiar spaces, both physically and mentally, where we feel safe, secure, and in control. They are the routines and environments that provide us with a sense of certainty, where we don't have to take risks, face challenges, or confront the unknown. On the surface, comfort zones feel good. They feel like home, but underneath that sense of comfort lies a dangerous truth. The comfort zone is often the very place where growth comes to a halt. The truth is, if you want to achieve anything remarkable, you have to leave your comfort zone. Growth doesn't happen when everything is easy. It doesn't happen when you're in a place that feels familiar or where things are predictable. Real growth, the kind that propels you forward in life and helps you achieve greatness, comes from stepping into the unknown. It comes from breaking through the invisible barriers that your mind has created to keep you comfortable, to keep you small. Why is it so hard to break through our comfort zones? Because human beings are wired to seek safety. The brain is designed to protect us from danger, and stepping out of the comfort zone often feels like stepping into danger. It feels uncertain, it feels risky. But what we fail to realize is that true danger doesn't lie in the unknown. It lies in staying stagnant, in never pushing ourselves to expand, to evolve, to experience life in its fullest potential. You're pushing your edges. You're building the next plantation. When you stay in your comfort zone, you stop growing. You stop challenging yourself, you stop pushing your limits, and when you stop doing that, you begin to shrink. Your potential begins to diminish. The moment you allow yourself to become complacent, to accept the idea that where you are now is good enough, you're limiting what you're capable of. And there is nothing more tragic than letting your life be defined by the idea that good enough is all there is. To break through your comfort zone, you first have to recognize that it is a mental construct, a barrier built by your own beliefs, fears, and past experiences. Your comfort zone isn't a physical place, it's a state of mind. It's where you feel comfortable with what you know, with who you are, and with how things are. It's where you're not afraid to fail, because failure is a distant concept that only happens outside of your comfort zone. But in order to achieve anything meaningful, you have to face that fear head on. Think about the moments in your life when you've grown the most. Those were the moments when you had to step outside of your comfort zone. They were the moments when you took risks, when you did something that scared you, when you were uncertain of the outcome, but chose to move forward anyway. Those were the moments that defined who you are now. Every time you break through a comfort zone, you add another layer to your strength. You become more resilient, more adaptable, and more capable of handling whatever life throws your way. The discomfort that you feel when you try something new, when you take on a new challenge, is not a sign that you're doing something wrong. It's a sign that you're doing something right. Discomfort is the signal that growth is happening. When you feel that tension, when you feel the resistance, that's when you know you're on the verge of something new, something bigger, something better. And you've likely heard the phrase, the magic happens outside of your comfort zone. It's not just a catchy saying, it's the truth. The magic lies in the unknown. The magic lies in the journey of doing something you didn't think was possible. The magic is in the act of breaking through the limitations you've placed on yourself and proving to yourself that you are capable of so much more than you give yourself credit for. To break through your comfort zone, you have to first embrace the idea that discomfort is a part of the process. It's not something to avoid or fear, it's something to lean into, to welcome. When you embrace discomfort, you take away its power to hold you back. The discomfort becomes the fuel that drives you forward, and what once seemed impossible starts to feel within reach. Another key aspect of breaking through comfort zones is the willingness to fail. When you try something new, there's a good chance that you'll fail at first. You might stumble, make mistakes, or find yourself unsure of the next step, but that's okay. Failure is not the end, it's the beginning. Every failure is simply feedback, a lesson that shows you where you need to grow, what you need to improve, and how you can do better next time. The most successful people in the world didn't get to where they are by avoiding failure. They got there by learning from it and continuing to push forward. The fear of failure is one of the biggest obstacles that keeps us trapped in our comfort zones. We're afraid that if we fail, we'll look foolish, we'll be judged, or we won't be able to recover. But the reality is that failure is not something to be feared, it's something to be embraced. Every time you fail, you are one step closer to success. You are one step closer to becoming the person you need to be to achieve your goals. Breaking through your comfort zone also means making the decision to take action. It's not enough to just acknowledge that you're in a comfort zone. You have to make the choice to do something about it. You have to take deliberate, intentional action toward the things that scare you, that challenge you, that push you beyond what you think is possible. When you make that decision to take action, you are choosing growth over stagnation, progress over complacency. And when you break through your comfort zone, something incredible happens. You discover new levels of confidence, strength, and power within yourself. The person you become on the other side of discomfort is someone who knows that they are capable of achieving anything they set their mind to. You become someone who has proven to themselves that they can handle the unknown, that they can face their fears, and that they can succeed even in the face of uncertainty. So if you want to change your life, if you want to grow, to evolve, and to reach your highest potential, it's time to break through those comfort zones. It's time to stop allowing fear and uncertainty to hold you back. The world is full of infinite possibilities, but you will never experience them if you stay stuck in the safe, familiar space you've created for yourself. Step out into the unknown. Step into the discomfort. Step into your true potential. That's where the real magic happens. Every human being carries a vast and untapped reservoir of inner resources. These resources, though invisible to the naked eye, are the core of your potential. They are the strengths, talents, and abilities that lie within you, waiting to be discovered and unleashed. These inner resources are far more powerful than we often realize. They are not just skills or knowledge, but mental and emotional tools that can propel you to unimaginable heights if you learn how to access and harness them. The challenge, however, is that most people are unaware of just how much they possess within themselves. They spend much of their lives looking outside of themselves for answers, for help, or for validation. But the truth is, everything you need to overcome challenges, to achieve your dreams, and to create the life you desire is already within you. The key is learning to tap into these internal resources, harness them, and use them to your advantage. One of the most powerful of these inner resources is your mindset. The way you perceive yourself, your situation, and the world around you plays a significant role in determining what you can achieve. Your mindset shapes your reality. If you believe you are powerless, limited, or destined to fail, then that is exactly what you will experience. But when you shift your mindset to one of possibility, to one of belief in your own strength and abilities, the world begins to change. You start seeing opportunities instead of obstacles, and you develop a sense of empowerment that propels you into action. But mindset alone is not enough. To truly harness your inner resources, you must also tap into your emotional resilience. Life has a way of throwing challenges at you. Sometimes these challenges feel overwhelming, like they're too much to bear. But the emotional strength to endure, to rise after each setback, and to stay focused on your goals comes from within. When you face adversity, it's easy to become consumed by negative emotions like fear, anger, or doubt. However, your ability to manage and navigate these emotions determines how effectively you can harness your inner resources. Emotional resilience allows you to stay grounded, to maintain a sense of peace and control, even when everything around you seems chaotic. Another critical inner resource is your determination. Determination is the unwavering commitment to your vision, your goals, and your purpose. It's the force that drives you forward even when things are tough, when the odds are stacked against you, and when failure seems imminent. Your determination is what keeps you going when others would give up, what pushes you to take action when you feel like quitting. It is the belief that no matter how hard the journey gets, you are capable of reaching the destination. Determination comes from a deep place within, from the understanding that your dreams and goals are worth fighting for. The more you tap into this resource, the stronger your resolve becomes and the more unstoppable you will feel. In addition to determination, another powerful inner resource is focus. Focus is the ability to direct your attention on what truly matters, blocking out distractions and noise. In a world full of interruptions, distractions, and endless stimuli, focus has become one of the most valuable skills you can cultivate. Focus allows you to make the most of your time, energy, and resources. It's about zeroing in on your goals and consistently taking action toward them. Focus sharpens your mind, making you more productive, more efficient, and more effective in everything you do. The stronger your ability to focus, the more you will be able to accomplish in less time. The creativity is also an incredible inner resource. Many people limit their perception of creativity to artistic abilities, but creativity is so much more than that. Creativity is about finding solutions to problems, thinking outside the box, and imagining new possibilities. It is the spark that ignites innovation and progress. When you harness your creativity, you open yourself up to endless solutions, ideas, and paths to success. You stop relying on the conventional and start creating new ways of achieving your goals. By tapping into your creativity, you learn to see obstacles as opportunities for growth and innovation rather than insurmountable challenges. Self-awareness is another crucial inner resource. The more self-aware you become, the better equipped you are to understand your thoughts, emotions, behaviors, and patterns. Self-awareness allows you to recognize your strengths and weaknesses, your motivations and fears, and how you show up in the world. It helps you identify the areas in which you need to grow and develop, and it allows you to make conscious, intentional decisions about how you respond to life's challenges. When you harness your self-awareness, you become the master of your own thoughts and actions, making you more resilient, adaptable, and in control. One of the most underestimated but incredibly powerful inner resources is your ability to let go. Holding on to past failures, grudges, or limiting beliefs can weigh you down and block your growth. The ability to let go of the past, to release old patterns, and to forgive yourself and others is a profound resource. It frees you from the emotional baggage that holds you back, allowing you to step forward with clarity, openness, and renewed energy. Letting go is not about forgetting. It's about freeing yourself from the chains that prevent you from fully stepping into your power. The most important thing to remember about these inner resources is that they are not something you have to search for outside of yourself. They are already there within you, waiting to be unlocked. The moment you decide to tap into them, to trust in your own strength and abilities, is the moment you begin to realize your full potential. The power to transform your life, to overcome any obstacle, and to create the future you desire lies in your hands. It's all about recognizing that the resources you need are not something you have to find, they are something you have to cultivate, embrace, and unleash. When you do this, you step into a new world of possibilities. You tap into a wellspring of strength, creativity, resilience, and focus that will carry you through anything. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of personal growth, success, and fulfillment. It is the ability to observe and understand your own thoughts, emotions, behaviors, and patterns of thinking. It's not just about knowing what you do, but why you do it and how your inner world shapes your actions, reactions, and interactions with the world around you. Self-awareness is the key that unlocks the door to profound transformation. Without it, you can wander through life reacting to situations instead of proactively creating the life you desire. At its core, self-awareness is about understanding who you truly are. It's about recognizing your strengths, your weaknesses, your values, your desires, and your fears. When you have this level of clarity, you are better equipped to navigate the challenges of life with intention, purpose, and control. You become the captain of your own ship, steering through life's stormy seas with confidence because you understand the currents beneath the surface, your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors that drive your decisions. Self-awareness is essential because it allows you to gain control over your emotional state. We all experience a range of emotions: joy, sadness, anger, excitement, fear, and everything in between. But too often, these emotions can take control of us, driving us to react in ways that are not in alignment with who we truly want to be. When you are self-aware, you can observe your emotions as they arise without being consumed by them. You can choose how to respond instead of simply reacting. You can recognize when fear is trying to hold you back or when anger is clouding your judgment, and you can make the conscious decision to shift your emotional state in a more constructive direction. This ability to manage your emotions is a vital skill for building resilience, maintaining healthy relationships, and staying focused on your goals. Another important aspect of self-awareness is recognizing your thought patterns. Most people operate on autopilot, thinking the same thoughts day in and day out without ever questioning them. These thoughts often stem from past experiences, societal conditioning, or unconscious beliefs that limit your potential. Self-awareness allows you to become conscious of these patterns and break free from them. When you are aware of the thoughts that are driving your behavior, whether they are empowering or disempowering, you can take control and change them. You can challenge limiting beliefs, replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations, and shift your thinking from scarcity to abundance, from fear to courage, from self-doubt to self-confidence. The more self-aware you become, the more you can transform your inner dialogue, which in turn transforms your outer reality. And even if it seems like it's far-fetched to try to adjust your thoughts, remember, this is all the same frickin' thing. Self-awareness also allows you to understand your motivations and desires. Have you ever found yourself pursuing a goal or desire only to realize later that it was not really what you wanted? Or have you ever felt stuck, unsure of what direction to take in life? This often happens when we are disconnected from our true selves and are influenced by external pressures, societal expectations, or the opinions of others. When you are self-aware, you have a clearer understanding of your true desires and passions. You are able to differentiate between what you truly want and what you think you should want. Self-awareness helps you align your actions with your values and aspirations, making it easier to set meaningful goals and pursue them with a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Furthermore, self-awareness helps you develop deeper, more authentic relationships. In order to truly connect with others, you must first understand yourself. The more aware you are of your own emotions, triggers, and patterns, the more empathetic you can be towards others. You can recognize when you are projecting your own unresolved issues onto others, and you can learn to communicate more effectively. Self-awareness also enables you to understand how your behavior impacts the people around you. It helps you recognize when you're acting out of insecurity, defensiveness, or fear, and gives you the opportunity to adjust your behavior in a way that fosters healthier, more supportive relationships. Self-awareness plays a critical role in decision-making. When you understand your values, priorities, and long-term goals, you are better equipped to make decisions that align with your true self. It allows you to weigh options, consider the long-term consequences, and make choices that are in alignment with your overall vision for your life. Without self-awareness, decision-making can feel like a constant struggle, riddled with indecision, confusion, and second-guessing. But when you are clear on who you are and what you want, the decisions become easier to make. You are no longer swayed by external opinions, distractions, or fear of failure. Instead, you trust yourself and your ability to make the best choices for your life. One of the most significant benefits of self-awareness is that it provides you with a blueprint for personal development. It gives you insight into your current state, which is the first step in identifying areas for improvement. Once you are aware of your strengths and weaknesses, you can create a targeted plan to grow and evolve. You can develop new skills, shift your mindset, and improve your emotional intelligence. So Tim goes on to say, I love this SMART. Hits PE along with PP. My growth intelligence. Without self-awareness, personal growth is like trying to build a house without a foundation. You may take action, but you won't have a clear understanding of where to focus your efforts or how to measure progress. Self-awareness provides that foundation. It allows you to see where you are now, where you want to go, and how you can get there. Self-awareness also enhances your ability to manage stress and maintain your well-being. Life is unpredictable, and stress is an inevitable part of the human experience. However, self-awareness allows you to recognize when stress is building up and take steps to manage it before it becomes overwhelming. By tuning into your body and mind, you can detect early signs of stress, anxiety, or burnout and take proactive measures to reduce them. Whether it's through mindfulness practices, exercise, setting boundaries, or seeking support, self-awareness empowers you to prioritize your well-being and maintain a healthy balance in all areas of your life. Perhaps one of the most powerful outcomes of self-awareness is the ability to live authentically. In a world that often encourages conformity, it's easy to lose touch with who we truly are. We get caught up in trying to meet the expectations of others, seeking validation, and following societal norms. But when you are self-aware, you are in tune with your authentic self. You are no longer living according to someone else's standards or trying to fit into a mold that doesn't align with who you are. You make choices that reflect your true values, and you show up in the world as your most genuine self. This authenticity attracts opportunities, relationships, and experiences that align with your real desires, creating a life that is more fulfilling and meaningful. Self-awareness is a lifelong journey. It's not something you achieve once and then forget about. It's a continuous process of self-discovery, reflection, and growth. The more you practice self-awareness, the deeper your understanding of yourself becomes, and the more equipped you are to navigate the complexities of life with clarity and purpose. It's a journey that requires courage, honesty, and vulnerability, but the rewards are immeasurable. With self-awareness, you become empowered to create a life that is true to who you are, a life that is fulfilling, authentic, and aligned with your deepest desires and values.